Welcome into Warsaw High School, getting ready for game number 2 here of the Warsaw Regional for today. This would technically be the third matchup in the regional. We got to see the Illini West Chargers versus the Beardstown Tigers on Monday. Chargers won that, faced off against the West Hancock Titans today. Ended up losing. Titans will head on to play the winner of this matchup come Friday night at 7 p.m. We'll be getting our starters here in a moment. It's the Pittsfield Sockies versus the Pleasant Plains Cardinals. Sockies led by head coach Brad Tomhave, and the Cardinals are led by head coach Kyle Weber. Starting lineups coming now. My name's Luke Little. Here with me today is my partner, Max Siegfried. He's rocking the camera. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We're getting our starters now. It's kind of a funny situation. Neither team is leaving their bench. As we said before, the winner of this will face against the Warsaw or West Hancock Titans on Friday night at 7 p.m. That game will be live here on TSSR Game Time Live. So make sure to come back on Friday to watch that one. During halftime of this game, we'll be getting an interview with head coach Jeff Dahl of the West Hancock Titans. So if you want to stick around, listen to Coach Dahl and his words about the game today, make sure to come listen and join for that one. Got our starters here today for both these teams. For Pleasant Plains, number 2, Grady Grisham. Number 4, Cooper Schallenberg. Number 15, Traeger Schultz. Number 20, Owen Johnson. And 25, Liam Hatfield. For the Pittsfield Sockies, number 3, Hayden Gratton is out there as a starter. Number 23, Brennan Tomhave. 24, Javon Petty. Number 44, Eli Mendenhall. And finally, number 34, Connor Allen. Those are your 5 starters for both these squads. Pittsfield wins the tip. Pittsfield is the 7 seed. Pleasant Plains is the 4 seed. Tomhave with the ball now. Gives it out to Allen. Pittsfield is the away team here at Warsaw. Both teams away, but nice shot there from number 24. That's Javon Petty. His first points of the game. Team's first as well. And this Sockies team will pressure you all day long. 2-0 lead. Pleasant Plains with the ball. They get it up top. Nice bounce pass over to the corner. 3-point shot. That one's up. No good. A little long for number 15, Traeger Schultz. Pittsfield recovers back on offense. The crowd has considerably died down here at West Hancock. Not nearly as many. All the Chargers fans have left the court, but for the most part, a lot of the West Hancock fans are still here. That shot by Javon Petty, no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Back on offense here, 6:50 to go, 1:10 off the clock. Top of the key, swinging it around. Owen Johnson gives it over down low, nice feed. And a layup falls for Liam Hatfield. He's got himself the Cardinals' first 2 points of the game, all tied at 2 apiece. 6:30 on the clock. They were trying to find Mendenhall down low. They couldn't get it to him. Now up top to Petty. 3-point shot up. Tomhave shot no good. Rebounded by Grady Grisham. Grisham, he'll go baseline, kicks it back out. Hatfield with it, working down low. Out to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Tomhave. No shot clock, so you can take as long as you want on these possessions. 6 minutes to play here. 3-point shot, that's up, no good, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Petty. Cooper Schallenberg couldn't get it to fall. Pittsfield back on offense, all square at 2. A slow start in the West Hancock game as well. Nice dribble move there from Petty, loses control. A foul going to be called here against the Cardinals. Pleasant Plains going to pick up their first foul of the game as a team. That one will go on Traeger Schultz, his first foul as well. On the inbound, they get it in. Allen kicks it out. Open three-point shot. Grattan, his three, no good. Good rebound there from Hatfield. And the Cardinals back on offense. Both teams working with the slower pace style of offense here. Nice drive, layup. That's up, no good. Off the backboard. Hatfield, his putback is good. Liam Hatfield, he has himself 4 on the game. Nice putback there for the Cardinals. Pittsfield with the ball. Mendenhall with it at top of the key. Hands it off to Petty. Motion offense here for the Sockies. Working down low. Nice spin move. Layup is up and in. Connor Allen gets it to fall, showing off his fancy footwork down in the post. Stolen away almost. Plains come away with it. Get it across half court. 4-4, 4:45 to play here in the first quarter of action. Quiet game so far, especially considering the last one. Both teams within 15 minutes of the arena, or 20 minutes of the arena here today. Both teams had a bit more of a drive to get to Warsaw. Titans going to have a home game against whoever wins this matchup. That'll be on Friday. The winner of the Warsaw Regional will play against the winner of the Roxana Regional. That game will also be decided on Friday, February 23rd at 7 p.m. Nice find down low. Hatfield gets it to roll in. The English on that one gets it to fall. We got ourselves a 6-4 game back and forth. Both teams working on the inside. In the Titans versus Chargers matchup, Gage Scott was the only person for the Titans to make a three-pointer. He made 3 of them total. Trying to get it to Allen down low. That one tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sockies. For the Chargers, Reshoot knocked down 4 three-pointers in the first half. And then a total of 3-pointers between the team were knocked down in the second. Three-pointer here from Grattan. That one's no good. Rebounded by the Sockies. Or excuse me, the Cardinals. Cooper Schallenberg with it now. Hands it off. Top of the key. Johnson with it. 3:47 to play here in the first quarter. Nice bounce pass down low. Go up with it out of bounds. They'll say it's staying here with the Cardinals. Hatfield had control, lost it as he was going up. 3:41 to go. Big thank you to everybody joining in, watching here today. Absolute pleasure of mine to be able to broadcast these games with you, regional or regular season. Always a lot of fun. If you want to put in the comment section where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, love to give y'all a shout out. Nice feed down low. Hatfield goes up. Jump ball going to be called. Oh, they're going to call a foul. And Coach Tom Have upset about that one. Hatfield gets fouled by Eli Mendenhall. His first foul of the game, team's first of the quarter. On the inbound are the Cardinals. To get it in out to the corner. Schallenberg with it, kicks it out. Hatfield, baseline drive, puts up a tough shot, hits the side of the backboard. No good. Sockies back on offense. They feed it down low. Mendenhall goes up with it. He gets it to fall. Eli Mendenhall, his first points of the game. 6-6 game here at Warsaw. 3 minutes to play. 3-point shot, Hatfield. He gets that one in. And Hatfield's doing all the work here today. He's got all 9 for the Cardinals. 9-6 to score, 2:56 to play. Cardinals with the 3-point lead. Pittsfield going to have the inbound here. Javon Petty. Hatfield been doing work inside and out. That's his first 3-point shot. First time stepping outside of the arc. Other than that, he's been working inside real well against this Sockies team. Mendenhall with it. Gives it over to Tom Habe. Tom Habe drives in, kicks it back out. Grattan. Tried to find Allen over in the corner. He gets it back. Swing it around. Not much happening right now. Nice move by Petty. Puts up the scoop and score. What a move, Javon Petty. He's got 4 in the game now after that one. 1-point lead for the Cardinals. 9-8 the score. Cardinals with it. over in the corner, top of the key. 2:13 to play here against Pittsfield. Trying to find a man down low. They can't. They tried to get it to him. He ends up with the ball, loses control. Mendenhall. It's actually going to be off of Connor Allen. Thought it was Mendenhall at first, but it was off of Connor Allen. They were trying to find Grady Grisham down low, but good job by Hayden Gratton to be fronting him down low and going to really get his hands on it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals. 1:56 to play here in the first quarter of action. 9-8 the score. The drive inside. Hatfield puts one up. He gets it to fall again. He's got 11 here for the Cardinals, doing all the work. Gets another one to fall inside. Been tearing up this Saki's defense. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to keep going back to him all day long if he can keep getting easy buckets like that. 1:25 to go. 11-8 the score. Pittsfield with it. Give it up to Allen. Allen trying to find Mendenhall down low. He does. Hands it off to Petty. Tom Have, he'll try a three. That one's good. He answers. Tied ball game at 11. Brennan Tom Have gets his first points of the game after the three-point shot at the top of the key. Under a minute to go. 56 seconds on the clock. Grisham with it. Gives it back out to Hatfield. Hatfield goes inside. Going to pick up the foul against the Sakis. This one will go on number 24, I do believe. It's going to be actually 33. Taylor Graham, he'll get his first foul of the game. On the inbound is Grisham. Try to get it into Hatfield. Tough window. Hatfield comes away with it. Kicks it out. Open three-point shot. That's up and good. The answer, Cooper Schallenberg gets it to fall. The first player for the Cardinals other than Hatfield to get some points. Schallenberg responds to Tom Have's three-pointer. 14-11 now the score. 30 seconds to play here in the first. Pittsfield with the ball. Petty with it up top now. Mendenhall. See if they try to take the last shot of the quarter. Only 16 seconds remaining. Allen gives it over. Tom Have now under 10 to play. 7 seconds on the clock. 5. Got it out. Tom Have, he'll try a three-point shot. That's no good. Rebounded, and that's how the quarter's going to end. 14-11. Good defense there by the Cardinals to hold them scoreless in their last possession. 3-point lead for the Cardinals heading into the break between quarters. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back here in a minute for some second quarter action.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back into Warsaw High School. Pittsfield Sakis down by 3. The Cardinals with the lead. Cardinals start with the ball in the possession. Layup, no good. Tried dishing off. That's Baddington. Now another shot here attempt for the Cardinals. That one rattles in for number 15, Traeger Schultz. His first points of the game here in the second quarter. First points as well. Cardinals now 16-11 lead. Isaiah Babington in the game for the Cardinals, as I said before, getting his first minutes of action in regionals. Petty with it, gives it up top. Grattan with it, trying to find somebody down low. They can't. Now Tom Have. Tom Have goes baseline, puts up a tough floater. He gets it to fall. Brennan Tom Have has himself 5 on the day after knocking down a 3-point shot in the first quarter. 1 minute gone by so far for full court pressure here from the Sockies, and a timeout called by Pleasant Plains. 30-second timeout will stay with you here on this one. Full court pressure from the Sockies, been causing some trouble so far from the Cardinals. Overall, once they get it across half court, they've been just doing the same thing over and over again, finding Liam Hatfield down low. He had 11 there in the first quarter. Cooper Schallenberg had 3. Leading scorer so far for the Sockies is number 23, Brennan Tom Have with 5. Other than that, pretty even scoring. Javon Petty has 4, Connor Allen with 2, and Eli Mendenhall with 2 points as well. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. As I said before, we will be having Coach Jeff Dahl here during halftime. So if you want to stick around, listen to the interview, we'll be having him come up here, talk about the game, talk about the upcoming game, get his thoughts about the matchup. Big shout out to Andrew Cochran down in the comments section saying big win for the Titans. Excited to see who they play next. Winner of this one will get the Titans, whether that's the Cardinals or the Sockies. The Cardinals and the Titans have actually played pretty recently in regional games. I believe it was in 2020 it would have been 2021 that the Cardinals and Titans last played down in Pleasant Plains. The Cardinals would end up getting the win in a tight matchup. 6:26 on the clock. They kick it out now, Grattan with it. Gives it over to Mendenhall. Mendenhall puts it up. That one's good. Eli Mendenhall, big man, working down low. He's got 4 now on the game. 15-16 the score here in the second. Bringing it up the court. They kick it out to the corner. Nice pump fake. Hatfield, he puts up again. That one's good. Liam Hatfield with another 3-point bomb. He's 2 for 2 from the arc. He's got 14 on the game. 19-15 the score. Tom Have with it up top. Looking around, surveying the floor. Gives it to Mendenhall at the elbow. Now off to Allen. 5:35 on the clock. Nice behind, down low. Brennan Tom Have gets the layup off the nice pass from Hayden Grattan. He picks up his assist. 19-17 now the score. Sockies keeping it close. 2-point lead for the Cardinals. I'm going to hand it off to Babington now at the top of the key. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Hatfield now working against Allen. Loses control of his dribble, hands it off now to Cooper Schallenberg. Slow it back down, bring it up top. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. A jump stop. They're going to call a travel against the Cardinals. Thought it was a jump stop. I myself thought it was clean, but again, refs have the closest look. Ref giving him the explanation on why he called the travel. 2 subs check into the game here for Pleasant Plains. Number 20, Owen Johnson checks into the game, and number 5, Michael Carter checks in as well for Isaiah Babington. 4:53 to go here in the second quarter, almost halfway through the second quarter of action. 19-17 tight matchup here at Warsaw. They give it off to Mendenhall. Tom Have, he'll take a deep 3-point shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Hatfield. Hatfield pushing the pace. He bringing it up here for the Cardinals, slows it back down. 4:30 on the clock with Cooper Schallenberg. Hands it off. Now Carter. Swing it around, trying to find Hatfield down low. They can't. Give it top of the key instead. 3-point shot. That one's up. Rattles in for Cooper Schallenberg. He gets his 6-point of the game with that one. Now a 22-17 lead here for the Cardinals. Halfway through the second quarter, 4 minutes to play. Top of the key with it. Now Mendenhall. He'll take a 3-point shot. That one's no good. Airballed right. Not part of Mendenhall's game. Number 42, Ethan Gratton, checks into the game for the Sockies. Mendenhall will head to the bench. Coach going to have a word with him about that for a second. 3:48 to play, 17-22. Cardinals with it, 5-point lead. They give it off to Carter. Carter back up top to Johnson. Johnson looking around. Now looking for Hatfield. They hand it off, guarded by Ethan Gratton. Showing off his dribble moves out top. 3:25 to go here in the second quarter. Plains just moving around, keeping the motion going. Nice spin move to drive inside. Puts up a tough one. Backboard gets it to fall. Cooper Schallenberg, he's got himself 8 in the game. 30-second timeout called here by the Sockies. It's a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. Cooper Schallenberg putting in the work so far. He's got 8 here total, 5 in the quarter. So far, Socki's been quiet. They only got 6 in the quarter, 24-17, 3:10 until we head to the halftime break. Only 1 3-pointer so far in the game for the Sockies, courtesy of Brennan Tomhave. 4 3-pointers made so far for the Cardinals. 2 belong to Cooper Schallenberg, 2 to Liam Hatfield as well. Both teams coming out of the break. A lot of Cardinals fans heading up here to Warsaw High School. Decent crowd on both sections of the camera to cheer on their team. 3:05 on the clock, 24-17 the score. Petty hands it off to Gratton. Working it around, now Tomhave with it. Out at the red line. Gives it off to Hayden Gratton. Just swinging it around, looking for something. Hand it off to Mendenhall. They're going to give him that room. It's going to be Connor Allen. Now Petty. 2:40 to play here in the second quarter. Out to Gratton. He'll drive in, take the 8-foot midi. One-hand jump shot. Could have got his own rebound, poked it loose. Cardinals come away with it. Cooper Schallenberg now. 2:30 to go here in the second quarter. No fouls, clean game so far here in the second quarter. Only 3 fouls between both teams total. No player with more than 1. They hand it off. Over to the corner, 3-point shot. That one's up short, no good. Tipped around, foul going to be called against Schallenberg. That'll be his first of the game, team's first of the quarter. 2:11 on the clock here in the second. Lucas Nichols checks into the game for the Sockies. Two minutes on the clock. 24-17. Neither score has really scored here in the past minute and a half. Turnover there on Nichols. 1:50 to play. Outside Johnson. Gives it over to Carter now. Guarded by Petty, just swinging it around. 1:44 on the clock. Good defense from the Sockies so far this possession. Hatfield has it outside, guarded by Mendenhall. That pass out of bounds, just some miscommunication against the Cardinals. Hatfield can't believe it himself. Was trying to give it over, and miscommunication between Carter and Grisham just goes right out of bounds. Turnover on Pleasant Plains. 1:30 to go. Sockies will have possession back. 7-point lead. Tomhave with it. Gives it over to Mendenhall. Now 3-point shot. Javon Petty. That one's no good. Rebounded by Carter. Almost a backcourt violation there. Now to Cooper Schallenberg. Nice dribble move. Mid-range shot. That's tough. No good. Had about a 15-footer. Couldn't get it to fall from the baseline. Snap back. Dribble move. Couldn't get it to fall. 1 minute to play here in the first half. Cardinals with the lead. Johnson gets the steal after Petty lost control. 54 seconds on the clock. Going to slow it down here. Might take the last shot of the half. Cardinals with it. Got 9 points so far in the quarter. 6 points to the Sockies. just holding it outside near the logo. Hatfield with it, guarded by Mendenhall. 30 seconds on the clock. Wasted a minute or half a minute so far. Now out to Johnson. Remember, we got an interview with head coach Jeff Dahl at halftime, so make sure to stick around and listen in for that. And foul going to be called here against number 11, Lucas Nichols. It'll be the first team foul of the quarter, so not really losing anything. Kind of an interesting situation there on that one. Number 10, Rigston Bonds checks into the game. 15 seconds on the clock. They give it in. Schallenberg with it. 10 seconds on the clock. And a foul going to be called against Bonds. That'll be his first of the game, team's second. Just some bench players coming into the game here to foul, it seems. Number 33, Taylor Graham in the game now for the Sockies. Just sitting in a rotation of people to foul, it looks like. They get it in over to Hatfield. 10 seconds on the clock. Now 7. They hand it off. Nice drive, but a foul going to be called on the floor. 4.6 seconds on the clock. And this is Coach Brad Tomhave's plan. Just waste as much time as you can, foul him so they have to inbound it yet again. 3 team fouls now for the Sockies. They can give one more before the Cardinals have to head to the line, but 4.6 seconds on the clock, so not really losing much. Taylor Graham picks up the foul. They give it out up top. Gonna have to get that one up quick. They do. That's short. Rebounded by the Sockies, and that's how the quarter ends. 24-17. Interesting game plan there at the end of the quarter from Pittsfield. We're gonna head to a quick break. Hopefully Coach Dahl will be up here any moment. So stick around if you want to hear that interview. We'll be back also with some halftime stats before we start the second half. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH with Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back here in a moment.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, West Hancock Titans Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. I'm here with head coach Jeff Dahl of the West Hancock Titans. Got out a close one there against a pretty close rival in the Illini West Chargers. Yeah. I mean, I'd hate to ask you the question, were you ever nervous? Because I don't think that's really even much of a question in itself.
I was like just hoping we would start making the shots we normally make, and then we decided we had to do something to create the pace to our advantage. They play really slow. They like to be methodical, and they're good at doing that. So we made a couple adjustments and sped the game up a little bit in the fourth quarter, and it worked out good for us. We turned them over a few times and got going a little bit.
Yeah, your leading scorer, Gage Scott, only person up from your team to make a three-pointer in the game.
Yeah.
And that's one of your major parts of your game as a team. Siegfried couldn't make a three. Grothaus didn't knock one down. It was just struggles all around. So is that something you really want to key in on before this Friday regional championship?
I think it was just had to do with us not playing a playoff game yet. Because I could they were really excited to play. Like, they love playing, and they were excited for tonight. And I was thinking, oh, man, I think they're just a little bit too excited. And they got too hurried. Like, the rhythm on our shots wasn't the same as it always is. Like, Lewis especially, his was, like, really – like, he was really fast, sped up, And when he gets sped up, when he's making shots, he can get sped up, and it's fine. But to make those first few, then it's he really has to – like, settle down and get that. But really to have Gage be the only one, and Gage has been playing phenomenal lately. Like, ever since all those snow days and we got back in the gym, he's been really, really good.
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of your players before your game, and one of them said, I'm pretty nervous for this one, which, I mean, rightfully so. The Chargers, you're 1-1 against them this season, and that's one of those teams that they'll hold it over your head till next year.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
I mean, a lot of those guys know each other, so it's always going to be a tight matchup. Now, so we got this game going on here. The Pleasant Plains Cardinals and the Pittsfield Sockies. You haven't faced off against either of these teams yet this year. Could have faced off against the Sockies at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, but didn't get that opportunity. What have you seen from both these teams so far this year that you're kind of want to prepare your team for?
They're big and physical. Like, they really like to get the ball inside, and they run physical screening offenses. So they kind of, they use their size to
Mendenhall for the Sockies,
but I don't know. Plains has been able to make some more threes than Pittsfield, it looks like. And I don't know. Both teams are really good teams. They're both a little different. And I kind of like the idea of us playing a team that hasn't played us. And probably they do too, because like Illini West and us know what everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do, they know. And so it's more comes like who's going to win it. Like the players have to more win that game. And so, this one we don't know them as well, but they don't know us. So it's a hard adjustment to make sometimes during the game to guard each other.
Yeah, no matter what, you're getting the home atmosphere. It's a home game no matter what for you guys against either of these schools. A lot farther away than Illini West is in those games. So what did you see? I know we talked about your three-point shooting in that game that you really want to work on. What were some pros in the game earlier today that you want to keep going into the next?
I thought when Hunter Froman came in the game, he changed the game by his defense. And, if he buys into that, like that would really help him. Like he could play a lot more minutes, like buying into your defense first, then offense. And I think he had a couple assists. Like he had a really, really good minutes. The first half, they isolated him. Every time they came, they switched to get Hunter on them so they could isolate their best players on him. And I asked him if he knew that, and he said no, but I said if they do that again, I would take it personal. And then in the fourth quarter, he went in and he really, really played well.
That was, if I'm looking back at a big turning point in that game, it's when Hunter Froman stole the ball away from Colby Robertson, got down, got the layup, right hand on the left side. I believe he tied it up with that bucket at 36 apiece or so, and that was a big momentum shift in the game, and it was, and I thought that was, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
He's going to be here 4 years. Those are big experience time minutes to get as a freshman.
Now he knows if he plays hard, he can play. Like freshmen don't know how hard you have to play to be able to play, and he's going to be, if he continues to play hard like that, he'll really help us down the stretch.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. You want to say anything else about your team before I let you go?
No, I was really excited. Like our fans and our administration setting us up were fantastic. Our fans were great. I loved them. It was a great atmosphere to play in.
It was pretty awesome. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Coach.
Luke. Bye-bye.
Getting ready here for the second half of action between the Cardinals and the Sockies. Sockies with possession. They'll turn it over. Plains going to have the ball. Cardinals now with possession. Big thank you to Coach Dahl coming up here talking to me for just a moment. Now back to the action here. Winner of this will face off against Dahl and his Titans. Hatfield drives into the lane, gets fouled. He'll head to the line for two shots. No free throw attempts yet for either team. Hatfield has 14 points in the first half. That shot's up and good. 1 for 1 from the line so far. .7:18 to play here in the third. Second free throw, Hatfield. That one no good. Back iron, rebounded by Allen. Back on offense, Sockies with it. Brennan Tomhave with the ball. 7:10 to go. Now Mendenhall with it. Gives it out. Tomhave, he'll try a three. That's no good. Tipped out of bounds by the Cardinals. It'll stay here with the Sockies. Tomhave tried to knock down another three-pointer. Only one for the Sockies so far, courtesy of Mr. Tomhave, number 23. 1 minute pass so far in the third. 7 minutes to go. 25-17 the score. Hatfield, the leading scorer of the game so far with 15 points. 2 points to Traeger Schultz and 8 points to Cooper Schallenberg for the Pleasant Plains Cardinals. 3-point shot, that's up for Petty, no good. Rebounded by Hatfield. They'll slow it back down. For the Sockies, 2 points belong to Connor Allen, 4 to Eli Mendenhall and Javon Petty. 7 points to Brennan Tomhave, the leader for the Sockies here today. Pleasant Plains with it. The drive in by Hatfield, ran into a brick wall, a.k.a. Eli Mendenhall. His shot no good, rebounded by the Sockies. Grattan gives it up. 6:10 on the clock, 3-point shot for Tomhave. That's good. He gets his second of the game to fall. He's got 10. 20-25 lead now for the Cardinals. Full court pressure from Pittsfield. Johnson gives it up. 5:52 on the clock. Top of the key, Cooper Schallenberg. He hands it off to Hatfield. He loses control of it, recovered. And we're going to have off-ball foul here in the far left corner of your screen. Number 2, Grady Grisham fell on the floor. Going to get the first team foul against the Sockies. That'll be number 34, Connor Allen, his second of the game. Team's first of the quarter. On the inbound, Grisham gets it in. Johnson bringing it up here for the Cardinals. 5:33 on the clock. Slow-paced game, much different than the Titans atmosphere. Also not nearly as many, I would say, students in the crowd as well. So it's not nearly as loud. It's a very, very quiet atmosphere right now. Hatfield goes up with it. No good on the shot, but out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals. Good defense there from Brennan Tomhave to prevent the layup. 5:16 on the clock. Pleasant Plains on the inbound. They get it in. Cooper Schallenberg drives in. Nice move. Gets the layup to fall. He's got 10 on the game. Nice dribble drive. Scoop and score there for the Cardinals. Makes it a 27-20 lead. 5 minutes to play here in the third. Pittsfield with it. Give it over. Now trying to find Mendenhall down low. They can't. Give it back out to Connor Allen. 3-point shot up for Tomhave. That's no good, off the front of the rim. Mendenhall gets the rebound, fouled. Cardinals will pick up their second foul of the game as a team. Foul will be on the floor, so on the inbound here. Foul will be on number 15. That's Traeger Schultz, his second of the game as well. Mendenhall with it. Turnaround, baby hook, banks it in. 22-27 now the score. Eli Mendenhall with 6. Pleasant Plains with the ball. They give it up to Schultz. Schultz over in the corner. Grisham drives in. Wraparound pass to Hatfield. Top of the key now. 4:15 to play. Tight game here. Cooper Schallenberg out at the key. In the corner now. Gets a screen by Hatfield. Takes a 3-point shot off the dribble. That one's no good. Rolls out of the rim. Rebounded by Allen. Petty bringing it up now for the Sockies. Drives inside. Tries to feed it off to Mendenhall. Gets his own ball back. Now Tomhave puts up a shot. No good. No foul called either. Cardinals come away with it. Grisham with the ball. Picks up his dribble as he crosses half court. Gives it over to Johnson. Now Grisham with it. Top of the key. Bodies on the floor. 3:30 on the clock. Hatfield with it. Thought about going baseline against Mendenhall. He can't. Bounce pass, no good. Good defense by Grattan on the fast break now. Are the Sockies. Give it out to Tomhave. Drives inside. Thought about putting up a tough one. He doesn't. Grattan hands it off. Petty, he'll try a three. That's short, no good. Rebounded by Grisham. Pleasant Plains back on offense. The drive by Schallenberg gives it out. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Low scoring affair so far. Only 3 points for the Cardinals. 5 points for the Sockies. Trying to knock it down. They do. Number 4, Cooper Schallenberg, gets a three-pointer to fall again, his third of the game. He's got himself 13 so far. 30-22 the score here. 8-point lead for the Cardinals. Nice shot there from Petty. Can't get it to fall. Tipped out. Johnson gets the rebound. 2:20 on the clock. And they give it over. Cooper Schallenberg with it now. Guarded by Allen at the top of the key. 2:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Only 10 minutes remaining in this game. The winner will face off against the West Hancock Titans for the regional championship. Hatfield, he'll try a three. That's good again. Another three-pointer back-to-back there for the Cardinals. Now an 11-point lead. And Liam Hatfield has himself 18 on the day. Full timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. With Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
Welcome back into Warsaw High School here. 1:52 remaining. 33-22 the score. Cardinals with the lead, extending it slowly. Trying to give it down low to Allen. They do. Puts up the layup. That falls. Cardinals did a good job at fronting Allen on the interior, but just too good of a pass. Ball on the floor. Hatfield can't come away with it. Gratton, he loses control. Hatfield finally comes up with it. In 10 seconds, they wanted a 10-second call against the Cardinals, and a full timeout going to be called yet again here for Pleasant Plains. A lot of action happening real quick there. 33-24 the score. Connor Allen gets his 4th point of the game on that layup. Since we just went to a break, we'll stay with you here on this one. 24-33 the score. 1:26 on the clock. Both teams with 2 fouls, so still 3 fouls away from reaching the bonus in the quarter. As I said earlier, the winner of the Warsaw Regional will face off against the Roxana Regional on Friday 27th. That's a Tuesday. That'll be game 1 of the Beardstown sectionals. All those games will be taking place in Beardstown. The current semifinal matchups for the Roxana Regionals are happening here today. Those matchups are between Wood River and Piazza, or better known as Southwestern, I guess. 126-33-24 the score here. If you want some updates on those games, I believe we might have them on another area of TSSR Game Time Live. 1:20 on the clock. Pleasant Plains with the ball. They give it in now. Hatfield, nice spin move inside, puts up the layup. It falls. Hatfield with 2 more. He's got 20 on the day. 1 minute remaining here in the third. 35-24 the score. They give it out. Petty will try a 3. That looks good. It is. Javon Petty. That one's nothing but nylon. He gets his first points of the second half. 7 total. 35-27 the score. Pleasant Plains with the ball. .38 seconds remaining here. Johnson with it. Gives it over to Hatfield. Hatfield has 20 of the team's 15. Cooper Schallenberg has 13 of those 15 remaining. 24 seconds on the clock. Johnson now guarded by Petty. He drives in. Nice bounce pass. Layup up. No good. No foul called either. Should have been a foul for Grady Grisham, but doesn't get one now. Tom Have drives in, puts the layup up and in. 6 seconds remaining. Hatfield with it. Going to have to put one up quick. He does. Stops the shot. That's up. No good. Off the back iron. 35-29 to end the third quarter. Saki's trying to inch closer, down by 6. Brennan Tomhave had 5 in the quarter. He's got 12 on the game. We'll be back here at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be right back for the fourth and final quarter of action here in the regional semifinal.
Adams Experts means business, and not just any business, yours. We're the experts in backup solutions, data privacy, and security, maintaining networks or even building new ones, because monitoring, protecting, and preventing network and computer issues is what we do. We'll work with you to assess your virtual IT needs and get you back to business. Trust the experts. Outsource your IT with Adams Experts.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries. As well as in the clinic, it's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back into Warsaw High School, fourth quarter of action. 8 minutes remaining here in this matchup. 6-point lead for the Cardinal. They're going to start with possession here. Johnson with it now. Guarded by Petty. Good pressure there from Pittsfield. They steal it away. Petty comes away with it. Gets his hands on the ball. They'll slow it down. Down by 6, so no need to rush. Mendenhall, nice pass down low. Good ball movement. Gets the layup to fall. Connor Allen. First points here of the fourth quarter. Make it a 4-point game. 31. Layup falls and one for Liam Hatfield. 37-31 now the score. This is our first and one of the day. Coming here in game number 2 in the fourth quarter. Hatfield at the line. That one drops. Completes old-fashioned three-point play. Now up to a 7-point lead. Petty bringing it up. 30 seconds gone by, 7:30 remaining. Top of the key, swing it over to Petty. Back up to Grattan. Grattan, his three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Hatfield. Cardinals are back on offense now. Up by 7. Had an 11-point lead there to end the third quarter. Swinging over now, Schallenberg with it. He's got 13 on the day. Back up top to Grisham. Grisham no points yet in this matchup. Now Hatfield swinging around. Slow movement here from Plains has been the key to their success so far. Just keep moving the ball around. Just wait and try to find something open down low. Hatfield now with it outside. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Drives inside, got the layup, and one. Another one coming here for Hatfield. Connor Allen going to pick this one up. Mendenhall got the last. Allen's going to pick this one up. His third foul of the game. Team's second of the quarter. 6:27 remaining. 2 more points for Liam Hatfield. That one's up no good. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Pittsfield. They lose control. Stolen away. Cardinals come away with it. And they slow it back down. Liam Hatfield so far here in this quarter has himself 11 points. He's got 25 total in the game. He's number 25 as well. 6 minutes to play. He drives in, bounce pass, stolen away. Good defense there from Tomhave. Gets the steal, pokes it loose on the bounce pass. Finds his man, Connor Allen, open down low. His layup falls, gets a spin. And a timeout called by Coach Brad Tomhave and the Sakis. Connor Allen gets the layup to fall. He's got himself 8 on the day. We'll head to a quick break. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDEH with Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back in. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. Pittsfield down by 7. Cardinals going to have the ball coming out of the timeout. Full court pressure here from the Sockies with 5:44 remaining. Schallenberg with it, guarded by Tom Have. Now Petty on the defense, guarding Grisham. Picks up his dribble, looking around, wraparound pass, close, pokes it loose. Tom Have thought about diving for it. He doesn't. Smart move, went directly into the bleachers. Cooper Schallenberg going to have the inbound. Good job to poke it loose. But the Cardinals get it right back. Now Johnson with it, guarded by Petty. Crosses half court, gives it over. 5:18 to go. Slow-paced offense here for the Cardinals. Similar to the Illini West Chargers offense. There's a foul going to be called against the Sockies. That'll be their third of the quarter. 2 more will send the Cardinals to the line. This one will be on Eli Mendenhall, his third of the game. Connor Allen's going to check into the game for Mendenhall. Grady Grisham on the inbound, 5:11 to go. Looking around, can't find anybody, gives it back court, dangerous pass, gets it in to Schallenberg. And a foul called against number 11. That's Lucas Nichols, his second of the game, just had both hands on him. Can't do that, going to be an easy foul call all day long for the officials. 5:06 to go now. 7-point lead. Next one will send the Cardinals to the charity stripe. 5 minutes to play. The drive inside. The shot no good. Fouled on the way. And 2 free throws coming here for Cooper Schallenberg. After the foul, the 5th foul on the Sockies. No matter what, he was going up with the shot, so he'll get the free throws. Taylor Graham picks up his 3rd foul of the game as well. 3 players now for Pittsfield with 3 fouls in the game. That free throw no good, rattles off the back rim. As a team, they're now 2 for 5 from the free throw line. No free throws yet for the Sockies. That one rolls in, now 50%, 3 for 6. 4:55 to play. Looking around, they kick it outside to Tom Have. Tom Have drives, puts up a tough shot, gets his own rebound, loses control. Cardinals come away with it. And a timeout going to be called here by the Cardinals. 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you here. 33-41 the score. Again, big thank you to everybody watching, joining in. It's a pleasure to be able to cover these games for you. Big thank you to Max Siegfried on the camera, running it for me here today in both these games. 4:40 on the clock. 41-33 the score. Cardinals going to come out with possession here after the timeout. Leading scorer in the game is still Liam Hatfield with 25 points in the game. Cooper Schallenberg has himself 14 as well. For the Pittsfield Sockies, Brennan Tom Have hasn't scored since the 3rd quarter, but he has 12 in this game. 7 to Javon Petty, and 8 points to Connor Allen. 6 points belong to Eli Mendenhall, the 4 starters, with the only points so far for the team. They get it into Hatfield. Loses control, tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's staying with Pleasant Plains. Full court pressure here from Pittsfield. They get it in over to Johnson. Johnson has an open lane. He'll cross midcourt. Nice bounce pass over. Slow it down, not even worried about taking the layup. Petty with it. Could have been a foul call. They don't give it to him. Now Hatfield gives it out. Deep three-point shot if Schallenberg was going to take it. Drives inside instead. Puts up the easy layup. He's got 16 now here today. 10-point lead for the Cardinals. That shot up and in for Javon Petty. Tough shot there. He's got 9. Saki's trying to hang in this one. Down by 8. Wrap around pass to Grisham. Cross half court. He slips. Going to be out of bounds or a travel call no matter what. Oh, he twisted his ankle bad. Hope he's okay. Going to have to get a sub into the game here for him. Hope he's all right. Holding that right ankle tight right now. Sub checks into the game, Michael Carter. No points on the day yet for him, but he's had some minutes already. Defensively, he's played pretty well for the Cardinals. 43-35, 3:50 to go. Over halfway through the fourth and final quarter of action here in this regional matchup. Petty puts up a shot, no good, short. Hatfield comes down with a rebound. They give it over. Now Schallenberg gets double team. He'll have to give it across. Skip pass up to Hatfield. They get it across half court now. Now up to Cooper Schallenberg. Guarded by Connor Allen. He hands it off. Now Johnson. 3:20 to go. 43-35. Pleasant Plains with the lead. Pleasant Plains not even really worried about scoring right now. They're just worried about taking this time off the clock and doing a pretty good job of it. Just keeping the motion going. A drive and dish has been their main offensive possession so far here in the fourth quarter. 2:55 remaining. Top of the key, Connor Allen guarding Traeger Schultz. Schultz has 2 points in the game so far. The only other player other than Schallenberg and Hatfield that has them. Hallenberg on cue gets 2 more. He's got 27. 45-35, 10-point lead. Over in the corner, lose control of it for a second. They recover. Now 2:30 on the clock. Tom Have with it. Takes the shot, no good for Connor Allen. Hatfield comes down with the rebound. Foul going to be called against Javon Petty. That'll send Schallenberg to the line for 2. So far in the game, he's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Going to try to knock these down. Go 3 for 4, 75%. .218 to play, 45-35. That free throw, no good. Second free throw here for Schallenberg. 1 for 3 so far. That one's up and good. 2 for 4 on the game from the free throw line. He's got himself 9 here in the second half. Shot's good for the Sakis, excuse me. Not Salukis. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals, and Coach Tom Have disagrees with that one. On the inbound is Johnson. No points on the game yet for Owen Johnson. 2 minutes remaining. 46-37. Hatfield with it. Showing off his dribble moves against Mendenhall. Gonna get a foul here soon. And a foul called against Hayden Gratton. I think he's confused on why he's getting a foul, but seemed like a clean call to me. Owen Johnson heading to the line, try to get his first points of the day from the charity stripe. That shot's no good off the front of the rim. Cardinals struggling from the free throw lines continue. fifth miss of the day, have made 4. There they go, 5 for 10 from the line, 50%. Owen Johnson, his first points of the game. 47-37 the score. Connor Allen with it, turnaround, 8-footer, no good. Rebounded by Hatfield. Fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. A plain style of offense here in the fourth quarter. Last 3 minutes have been working pretty well. Just get fouled in the backcourt, get the ball all the way up at the free throw line for 2 shots. That'll be the 4th foul against Eli Mendenhall. 1 more will send him out of the game. 1:39 remaining. This one's all but over. Missed free throw there for Hatfield. Looking like right now, not necessarily out of the game yet. 10-point lead. It can come back from it, but right now it's looking like the Cardinals and Pleasant Plains are going to be facing off against the West Hancock Titans here at Warsaw on Friday night. Second one falls, 11-point lead. 3-point shot up, no good, long. Hatfield gets the rebound. He gets double teamed, just kind of holding it in the corner. Turns it over. Layup blocked from behind, but a foul called against Cooper Schallenberg. Looked kind of clean. I'm also the farthest seat possible away from that call, so don't necessarily have the greatest view. 1:26 now on the clock. Grattan trying to get his first points of the game. That one's no good. First free throws here for the Sockies of the whole entire game. Second free throw, that's up and good. Grattan gets his first points. 1:26 remaining, 48-37. Or excuse me, 48-38. A delay of game going to be called against Javon Petty. They're just going to redo it. On the inbound is Johnson. He gets it up top to the open man. Has Carter over in the corner. Doesn't give it to him. Gives it back up top, swinging it around now. They're going to have to foul. They do. With only 10, down by 10 with only a minute 18 remaining. Hatfield's heading back to the line. Mendenhall getting ready to check back into the game here for the Sockies. Mendenhall has 6 so far in this matchup. Nothing here in the fourth quarter. 1:18 to go. Hatfield with it. Had 14 in the first half. That free throw is good. He's got 15 here in the second. This free throw would get him to 30 on the game. That shot up and good. He's got 30 points here against the Sockies out of the team's 50. Nice drive from Brendan Tomhave. He gets it to fall and 1, heading to the line for 2. The and 1 opportunity coming here for Tomhave, down by 10 yet again. Trying to make it a 9-point game. Free throw up. That one's good for Tomhave. He's got himself 15 on the game, the leading scorer for the Sockies. Full timeout, we'll take one as well. 1:12 remaining here at Warsaw. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH with Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be right back.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. 1:10 remaining, 50-41 the score. Some updates with another matchup at the halftime. Q&D was losing their regional matchup 31-4. They played against West Hancock in both their last game of the season here in Warsaw. Got the win by 4 points. Would be quite interesting if they dropped this early in the regionals. Cardinals with the ball, under a minute to go. And a foul going to be called against Brennan Tomhave. It'll send number 15, Traeger Schultz, to the line. He's got 2 points in their game so far. That's Tomhave's first foul of this matchup. First free throw here for Schultz. That rattles in. He's got 3. Connor Allen and Eli Mendenhall check into the game for the Saukeys. Second free throw here for Traeger Schultz. That one's up, rattles off the front of the rim and falls in again. He's got the shooter's touch, that's for sure. He's got 4. 53 seconds remaining. Petty puts up a 3. It rolls in. And Javon Petty, he's got himself 8 in the quarter, 12 on the game. We'll stay with you here on this break, give you some score updates on the full timeout. 52-44 the score for the Pittsfield Saukeys. 1 point belongs to Hayden Gratton. Brennan Tomhave, the leading scorer for the Pittsfield Saukeys. He's got 15. Javon Petty, as I mentioned, had 12. Connor Allen has himself 8. Eli Mendenhall with 6. For the Pleasant Plain Cardinals so far in this matchup, Traeger Schultz has himself 4. Owen Johnson has 1. Cooper Schallenberg has 17. And Liam Hatfield has 30. 50 seconds to go here in game number 3 of the Warsaw Regional. If you're counting the matchup between the Illini West Chargers and the Beardstown Tigers. 50 seconds to go. Saukeys have to pull some out here in order to come back. Pressuring the inbound. They get it in. Have to foul soon or get the 10-second call. And a foul going to be called against number 10, Rigston Bonds. It'll be his second foul of the game. And Owen Johnson heading to the line for 2. He's 1 for 2 so far. Missed his first, made his second in his last appearance at the line. Shot up, that one's good. Now 2 for 3. Eli Mendenhall and Connor Allen check back into the game. Just checked out. Mendenhall's got 4 fouls, so Coach Tomhave keeps checking him in and out of the matchup. Second free throw rolls in as well. Johnson's got 3 in the game now. Petty with it, 40 seconds to play. Goes baseline, kicks it to the corner. Open three-point shot, that one's no good. Connor Allen on the rebound, misses a shot. Rebounded by Hatfield, he gets fouled with 30 seconds to go. He'll head to the line for 2. He's got 30. Going to be the leading scorer of the day here in this regional matchup. 29.9 seconds to go, 54-44 the score. He's made 5 free throws so far, 5 for 8 on the game. That shot's good. Now 6 for 9. Lucas Nichols checks in for Eli Mendenhall. Going to have to put up a shot quick here on the offensive side of things if you're Pittsfield. Second free throw. That one up and good as well. He's got 32. Petty with it. 30 seconds to play. Gives it off. Now guarded by Bevington. Gives it over to the corner. Now Grattan with it. Can't get an open shot. Tom Have takes a quick one. That's good. Nothing but net for Brennan. Tom Have. Official timeout. Ball was rolling away. 2 subs check in. 13.4 seconds on the clock. 9-point lead here for the Cardinals. Brennan Tom Have has himself 26 on the game. They get it in, and a foul going to be called quick against Pittsfield. Grattan going to pick up his first of the matchup. And send number 4, Cooper Schallenberg, to the line for 2. He's 2 for 4 from the line so far this game. Schallenberg's first free throw. That one's no good. Rolls off the rim. Now 2 for 5 from the line. Carter checks into the game for number 15, Traeger Schultz. Most likely going to be the last we see of him here today. Second one, that's up and good. 3 for 6 from the line is Mr. Cooper Schallenberg. 10 seconds on the clock. Got to put one up quick. Nichols loses control. Throws up a prayer. No good. Rebounded by Hatfield, and that's how it ends. 57-47, the final score here at Warsaw High School. Cardinals come away with the win. We'll be back here in a moment with some in-game stats. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDEH with Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be right back with some in-game stats.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back to Warsaw High School. In-game stats for this matchup between the Pittsfield Sockies and the Pleasant Plains Cardinals. 57-47, the final score. Cardinals get the win. The Sockies, final stats: 1 point to Hayden Grattan, 6 points to Eli Mendenhall, 8 to Connor Allen, 12 to Javon Petty, and 18 the leading scorer for the Sockies, Brennan Tomhay. For the Pleasant Plains Cardinals, 3 points belongs to Owen Johnson, 4 to Traeger Schultz, 18 to Cooper Schallenberg, and 32 to the leading scorer of the day, Liam Hatfield. We'll be back here Friday night for the matchup between the Pleasant Plains Cardinals and the West Hancock Titans for the regional championship game. That game will be broadcasted here live on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And LJ Insurance bringing you West Hancock Titans sports. That's it from our broadcast here today. Big thank you to everybody joining in and watching. Have a great night. My name's Luke Little, Max Secret, rocking the camera. Have a good one.